for beginners in 2022. The best camera for beginners should be easy to use, but it also needs to give you scope for trying new techniques later. What is the best camera for beginners? We think it's a camera that's not too expensive to buy but still offers great image quality and the scope to try out more advanced techniques and shooting styles as you learn more about photography. And for us that means one thing, either a DSLR or a mirrorless camera. Always an ongoing debate about DSLR versus mirrorless cameras and which is best, but either type is a brilliant way to get you started in photography, and we've included both in our guide. Broadly, a DSLR will be bigger and chunkier with better battery life. It might cost a little less to buy and you'll have wide. A mirrorless camera will be smaller and lighter and will be a better choice for video and vlogging. We've got a few more pointers to choosing the best beginner camera at the bottom of this video, but what it boils down to is price, versatility and ease of use. When you buy, you do need to think about lenses. DSLR and mirrorless cameras are typically sold both body only over the kit lens. Obviously buying body only is cheaper, but it's a false economy unless you have lenses already. It's always cheaper to get a kit rather than buying a lens separately. Usually, you will get a basic 3x zoom lens or similar, but that's fine to get started with. We recommend a kit lens for each of these cameras below and they are almost always the standard lens option for these cameras. I've included links in the description box down below which are updated for the best prices. Like the video, comment and don't forget to subscribe. Now let's get started. Introducing number 5 Nikon D3500. The Nikon D3500 is a cheap and simple way to get started in photography and delivers great image quality. If you're worried about DSLRs being complicated, don't be. The Nikon D3500 has a brilliant guide shooting mode that acts as a fully interactive guide to photography and camera settings, delivered via the rear LCD screen. The D3500's controls are straightforward and easy to get to grips with. Its price means it does strip back on some more advanced features. For example, there's no custom settings menu for tailoring camera functions to your preferences, as featured on every other series of Nikon DSLRs. Autofocus in live view and movie capture modes is somewhat sluggish, though the Nikon AF-PDX 18 to 55mm f/3.5 to 5.6 GVR lens speeds it up and is the best kit lens to go for. Overall, the Nikon D3500's image quality and performance are extremely good for the price, and the 5 fps burst rate is pretty sporty for an entry-level DSLR. Take a look at the many other great Nikon lenses that this DSLR system allows you to use. 4. Olympus ONDEM10 Mark IV. This pint-sized mirrorless camera has a micro 4/3 sensor and a super compact kit lens, perfect for travel and vlogging. With a new 20MP sensor, incrementally improved in-body image stabilization and a new flip-down and tiltable monitor, the Olympus ONDEM10 Mark IV has plenty to shout about, retaining the 4K video and attractive styling that made the Mark III so attractive to consumers. The Mark IV is a great choice for anyone. 3. Nikon ZFC. We love the Nikon ZFC's retro styling. It's perfect for people who find cameras boring. It just needs more lenses, though. The Nikon ZFC is, without a doubt, the coolest looking camera on this list. It's a retro-styled mirrorless machine with dial-based controls, and it's a joy to handle, to use, and to be seen using. Internally, it's basically the same deal as the Nikon Z50, with the same APS-C sensor and processor and many of the same specs. A few extra features like a built-in flash have been shaved off, and it is more expensive than the Z50, so if you don't care about aesthetics then Nikon's other DX format camera is the smarter choice. But if you're the sort of person who can't resist the siren song of the best retro cameras, the Nikon ZFC will be right up your alley. It's not the cheapest camera for beginners, but you get a lot of features for your money, and its looks alone could inspire you to take up photography seriously. 2. Sony's EVE-10. This is a great mirrorless camera for first-time vloggers. It even has a clip-on wind muffler for outdoors. If your interest lies half and half with video and photography, then a dedicated vlogging camera like the new Sony's EVE-10 is perfect. It cuts back a little on the photography side, lacking an electronic viewfinder, but it comes back with video features, including 4K video and a fully vari-angle screen. It also packs a large and well-performing internal microphone, with clip-on muffler, Sony's excellent autofocus, and an appealing price tag. It's a shame that there is no in-body image stabilization, and the menus can't be touch-controlled, a rather glaring omission for a vlogging camera, perhaps, but for beginners to video, this is unlikely to be a big drawback. What's more important is that because it uses the Sony E mount, it has access to a large number of Sony and independent brand lenses. 1. Panasonic Lumix G100. The tiny G100 is made for vlogging, but is a great all-round stills camera too. If your interest lies half and half with video and photography, then a dedicated vlogging camera like the new Sony ZV-E10 is perfect. It cuts back a little on the photography side, lacking an electronic viewfinder, but it comes back with video features, including 4K video and a fully vari-angle screen. It also packs a large and well-performing internal microphone, with clip-on muffler, Sony's excellent autofocus, and an appealing price tag. It's a shame that there is no in-body image stabilization, and the menus can't be touch-controlled, a rather glaring omission for a vlogging camera, perhaps, but for beginners to video, this is unlikely to be a big drawback. What's more important is that because it uses the Sony E mount, it has access to a large number of Sony and independent brand lenses.